The hacking collective known as Anonymous has long been known for uncovering hidden truths and exposing information that governments and space agencies would rather keep secret. One of their most shocking revelations came when they released a series of photographs taken by one of NASA's Mars rovers, revealing what appears to be a skeleton on the Martian surface. This discovery, which some believe to be the fossilized remains of a dinosaur-like creature, has ignited fierce debate and speculation. The implications of such a find are monumental, as it would serve as undeniable proof that life once existed on Mars in a form far more complex than previously believed. The purported discovery emerged when an amateur researcher carefully analyzed one of the Mars rover images, noticing a distinct structure among the rocky Martian terrain. Unlike the countless other geological formations captured by the rover, this particular object bore a striking resemblance to a skeleton. The shape, texture, and arrangement of the bones suggested an organic origin, rather than a mere coincidence of erosion or rock formation. When the image was made public, it quickly went viral, drawing the attention of independent researchers and even some who were willing to consider the possibility that this was evidence of past life on Mars. One of the most compelling aspects of the image is how natural the skeleton appears. Many who examined the photo commented that if they were shown the image without being told it was taken on Mars, they would have no reason to believe it was anything other than a fossil on Earth. The structure in question appears to have a rib cage, elongated bones, and a skeletal frame reminiscent of prehistoric creatures that once roamed Earth. The detailed nature of the remains suggests that whatever species this belonged to may have been well developed, raising profound questions about the history of Mars and whether it once supported complex life forms similar to those found in Earth's distant past. NASA has remained largely silent on the matter. However, many researchers and skeptics argue that this explanation does not hold up under scrutiny. The alleged skeleton in the image is too well defined and structured to be a simple trick of the eye. Its anatomical features are aligned in a way that strongly suggests it was once a living organism, now fossilized in the harsh conditions of Mars. The fact that NASA has not directly addressed the possibility of it being a real skeleton has only fueled speculation that they are deliberately withholding crucial information about what they have discovered on the Red Planet. The timing of the anonymous leak is also significant. Over the years, numerous anomalies have been spotted in Mars rover images: strange objects, peculiar formations, and even what appear to be artificial structures. While NASA has consistently dismissed these sightings, the growing number of unexplained images suggests that Mars is far more mysterious than we have been led to believe. The presence of a skeleton would be the ultimate game-changer, proving once and for all that Mars was not always the barren wasteland we see today. If life once thrived on the planet, it raises the question of what happened to it. Did an extinction event occur, similar to what wiped out the dinosaurs on Earth? Or was there a more catastrophic event that led to the planet's transformation into the desolate world it is today? If the skeleton is indeed real, it also opens the door to the possibility that intelligent life once existed on Mars. Many ancient astronaut theorists have long speculated that Mars was home to an advanced civilization that was either destroyed or forced to evacuate. The discovery of a dinosaur-like fossil could support the idea that Mars had an evolutionary path similar to Earth's, with dominant reptilian-like creatures ruling the landscape before an unknown cataclysm changed everything. Another theory gaining traction is that Mars and Earth may have shared biological similarities due to panspermia, the idea that life spreads between planets through asteroid impacts and microbial exchange. If life on Mars developed in a manner similar to Earth, it is entirely plausible that creatures akin to dinosaurs once roamed its surface. Some even suggest that ancient Martian life forms could have been the ancestors of certain species found on Earth, further deepening the mystery of our own origins. The reluctance of mainstream science to acknowledge this discovery only adds to the growing frustration among those who believe the truth is being deliberately hidden. If the skeleton is indeed what it appears to be, it could be the most significant scientific discovery of all time. Yet, the lack of official recognition suggests that there may be a larger agenda at play, one that seeks to control information about extraterrestrial life and prevent the public from understanding the full extent of what has been found beyond Earth. Anonymous's decision to release these images demonstrates the power of independent investigation in the digital age. Without them, the photo may have remained buried in NASA's archives, overlooked, or intentionally ignored. Their release of the images forces the world to confront a difficult but exciting possibility. Life beyond Earth is not just a probability, but a reality, and evidence of it may already be in our possession. As more people analyze the images and more researchers demand answers, the push for greater transparency in space exploration continues to grow. The discovery of a skeleton on Mars challenges everything we thought we knew about the red planet. It forces us to reconsider past assumptions, question the narratives provided by space agencies, and embrace the idea that Mars was once home to creatures far more advanced than previously imagined. The implications of such a revelation would be profound, not only for science, but for humanity as a whole. It would change our understanding of life's presence in the universe, confirm that Earth is not unique in its ability to sustain complex organisms, and raise new questions about what other secrets Mars may be hiding. If fossils have already been found, what else could be waiting beneath the surface? Are there more remnants of past life, or even signs of structures built by intelligent beings? For decades, Mars has been the focal point of scientific exploration, with rovers and satellites capturing thousands of images of its barren, rocky landscape. However, among these images are a series of mysterious photographs that have fueled intense debate and speculation. Hundreds of photographs taken by NASA's rovers appear to show structures that closely resemble archaeological sites on Earth, suggesting that Mars may have once been home to an ancient civilization. These images, displaying what appear to be walls, pyramids, domes, and even what some claim are roads, have led many to believe that something extraordinary is being hidden about the red planet's history. One of the most compelling aspects of these photographs is the uncanny resemblance that some of the formations bear to ancient ruins on Earth. Researchers and independent analysts have pointed out that certain structures in these images match the geometric patterns and layouts of known historical sites, such as those found in Egypt, Mesoamerica, and Mesopotamia. The level of symmetry and organization seen in these formations raises serious questions. Natural rock formations tend to be irregular and random, yet many of these images show clearly defined shapes, right angles, and patterns that do not typically occur in nature. This has led to widespread speculation that these are not natural formations, but rather the remnants of ancient structures built by an advanced civilization that once thrived on Mars. One of the most discussed images is that of what appears to be a pyramid-like structure standing alone in the desolate Martian landscape. The shape of this formation is strikingly similar to the pyramids found in Egypt, leading some researchers to propose that Mars may have once had a civilization that shared architectural knowledge with ancient cultures on Earth. If this is the case, the implications are staggering. It would suggest that intelligent life not only existed on Mars, but that it may have had a direct or indirect connection to early human civilizations. Some theories propose that Earth and Mars were once linked, either through interplanetary travel or through an advanced race that visited both planets. Another fascinating image captured by the Mars rovers appears to show what looks like the ruins of a temple or a walled city. The photograph reveals a series of rectangular formations and what appear to be pillars and doorways, partially buried under Martian dust. This has led to speculation that Mars may have once supported a thriving society only to have been devastated by some unknown catastrophe. The idea that Mars suffered a planet-wide disaster that wiped out all life is supported by evidence of dried riverbeds and vast canyons, suggesting that the planet once had liquid water and possibly a more Earth-like environment. Some researchers believe that whatever event led to Mars becoming a barren wasteland may have also been responsible for the destruction of these ancient structures. NASA has consistently dismissed these claims, stating that what people are seeing in the images is nothing more than a case of pareidolia, the human tendency to recognize familiar patterns in random objects. According to the space agency, the supposed buildings and structures are merely natural rock formations shaped by erosion and wind over millions of years. However, skeptics argue that this explanation does not adequately account for the sheer number of these formations that appear artificial. If only one or two images displayed such anomalies, it could be dismissed as coincidence, but the fact that hundreds of images have shown similar features suggests that something far more significant is at play. Adding to the mystery, some researchers claim that certain images taken by the rovers have mysteriously disappeared or have been altered before being released to the public. There have been allegations that NASA deliberately blurs or removes anomalies that appear too artificial, further fueling suspicions that the agency is hiding the truth about Mars. If Mars was once home to an advanced civilization, it would be one of the greatest discoveries in human history, fundamentally changing our understanding of life in the universe. However, such a revelation would also pose significant challenges to scientific and governmental institutions, which may be one reason why this information is being suppressed. Many independent researchers believe that the key to understanding Mars lies in the possibility that it was once a thriving planet similar to Earth. Several scientific studies have already confirmed that Mars once had a thick atmosphere, liquid water, and conditions that could have supported life. If this is true, then it is not a stretch to consider that intelligent beings may have once inhabited the planet, leaving behind the ruins that we are now seeing in these mysterious photographs. Some even speculate that the planet may not be as dead as we assume, and that remnants of this civilization could still exist underground. A particularly controversial theory suggests that Mars was home to an advanced race that either fled the planet due to a catastrophe or was wiped out by an unknown force. Some ancient astronaut theorists have even proposed that early humans could be descendants of Martians who migrated to Earth after Mars became uninhabitable. This theory, while highly speculative, is supported by certain ancient texts and myths that describe beings descending from the sky and establishing the first human civilizations.